Before we get going here, kind of something that's been lost in all the craziness of myself getting put in this position is the assistants that I have. They've done a great job. Mike Sorber, B.J. Callahan with the goalkeepers and film. Tommy Wilson and Ian Monroe have been a crutch for me. They've done a great job in making this transition a smooth one. So again, I don't want that to get lost in things. So I wanted to take a second and thank them. Great performance from our guys from start to finish. You know, it's a result that the fans deserved. It's a result we should have gave them against Colorado. I'd say our last 180 minutes on this field in the league play have 10 minutes have been bad. You know, so I think that they deserve this result in the Colorado game, and for our guys to come out and, again, to a man, if you go through every guy for the Union, they checked a lot of positive boxes tonight. They did very well, and I think we could have scored a few more goals, to be honest. Never seen the ref stop it for a cramp, but that was interesting. Open it up for questions.
Jim, three goals on Saturday, and then you cough up the lead. 3 goals tonight.
Yeah.
What was the difference?
Yeah, I was half joking on the bench, and as soon as it went 3-1, I said, "Uh-oh, you know, it's the most dangerous lead for the Union this year." But no, the guys dug in. You know, it was, you know, making a lot of little plays out there. I thought Fred came in and did a great job, not only offensively but defensively. So it was a collective effort, though. You know, you see, it's a tough team to defend for 90 minutes with Henry drifting back and picking balls up. And how do you handle that when he gets ahead of steam going? It's a lot to deal with. And again, it was a team effort. You know, from the front to the back, I thought our forwards defended well. And you know, like you said, the 3-1 lead was a familiar one. They still had a few chances. Zach actually bailed us out a few times there. You know, looking back on it, he made some big saves for us, which is it's what you need. You know, you need that from your goalkeeper. He did a great job.
Any sense what happened to Donnie yet?
Yes, it wasn't. Unfortunately, it wasn't that he got kicked at first. That was my thought, that he got maybe kneed in the hamstring area. But it sounds like it's he called it a small little pull. You know, it's too early to speculate. So you know, he'll get looked at by the staff. You know, there's a possibility. Timing-wise, it actually isn't the worst because, you know, if you look ahead, we have Chicago obviously is a huge league game, but after that there's a little bit of a break. So we don't think it's too serious, but again, he's a guy who's playing as good as anyone in our league right now. So if we are going to miss him, which I hope we don't, that's a big loss.
Jim, what can you say about driving this win in terms of ending that long losing streak here at home tonight?
Yeah, it's huge. I think we made a statement tonight. You know, we talked about before the game. I told the guys that, you know, respect isn't given, it's earned, and we had to grab it, and we did that tonight. So I think on national TV, we know the whole league's watching. I think the Union tonight made a statement that we're going to be a team in the Eastern Conference that's going to be not just pushing for the 4th and 5th spot, but a team that can play with anybody. Did we dig a hole early in the year? Yeah, we did, but we're going to fight our way out of it. We're right in the mix, and you know, fortunately, nobody's really running away with the East right now. So you're a couple wins out of being in a top spot.
You slid Regatas out to the left, and it made a big difference shutting down Lloyd Salmon and the attack going that way.
Yeah.
Is that the way forward for you with him out of the left back?
It'll be game to game. He did a great job. You know, the exact thing that you just mentioned is what we saw. Lloyd Sam's a fast attacking player. Ray Gaddis, for me, is the best one-on-one defender in the league. I joked last year. Called it Gaddis Island. You know, kind of attackers kind of disappear out there in the island, and he literally he's the best one-on-one defender I've seen. So he's done a great job this year. He's been excellent for us, and again, another night where he kind of makes someone disappear, which was good.
Casey's made 2 great plays for you tonight. He's really at the top of his game right now. I know he's a little older.
Yep.
He's giving a lot.
Yeah, Connor's great. You know, he's a guy I have a good relationship with. He just needed a run of games. You know, he's a guy that needs to play himself into a comfort level and form. He'll score goals. You know, he's done that everywhere he's been for his whole life. You know, he knows his body so well that, you know, during the week, if it's Connor, take 2-3 days off, just be ready for game day. That's our relationship right now. So he brings it every game, though. You know, you see him. He fights his butt off out there. doesn't get any calls. He gets beat up. He gets kicked. I think it's because he looks scary. With the shaved head, I think the refs get intimidated. And he's actually he's one of the nicest guys and most honest players I've ever seen. And he is on a tear right now. He's a handful. Guys can't handle him. New York had a young back line out there tonight, and he punished them a little bit. It was good.
Obviously, you figured to stick with the hot hand with Casey, but with such a short time.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's a factor. I jokingly, when he came out of the game, I said, "You good for 90 against Chicago?" And he kind of smiled. He said yes, but again, like you said, he's been around the block. He knows his body well. He is, before training every day, he's an hour in the weight room on his own, with little maintenance, taking care of himself. So we'll have a conversation tomorrow. But he recovers pretty well for an older guy. And again, he's as dialed into his body as you can possibly be. So he knows when it's right and ready to go, and he'll be honest with me. I trust him, and hopefully he can, with a quick turnaround. We've had a ton of games though, like you said. The Wednesday, Saturday, it really wears on guys' legs, and that's actually when injuries happen. So that's something we would like to avoid. You saw with Maidana, maybe it's a little bit the 120-minute Open Cup games, and they all start to add up in these hot summer nights. So it's difficult. It's tough.
Did the players show you something tonight after Saturday?
For sure. That's the response I wanted. I didn't know I would get it, but they brought it. To a man, every guy really, really brought it. And like I told you guys on Wednesday, it is Wednesday. Jesus, it's a blur. It's a blur. I told you guys, after the game, in the last press conference, it's our response there was going to dictate how the rest of our season went. If you lose again at home and then you have to go quick turnaround on the road to Chicago, a team that's hungry, you're in a big hole. So we're running out of games. The season goes quickly with these Saturday, Wednesdays. They disappears fast, and to grab 3 points tonight against the Eastern Conference opponent was a huge one for us.
Can you talk a little bit about Ethan White's performance, not just today, but on Saturday in the center of your defense?
Yeah, Ethan was a beast. Again, that's 2 games in a row now. He has accepted the challenge, embraced it, and done extremely well. What I've been most happy with is his passing. He wins his battles. I've seen him do that. He's an incredible athlete. He'll win everything in the air. He'll win the individual duels one-on-one. But his passing, long-range passing that sets up attacks right now for us has been a very, very pleasant surprise, to be honest. He's done a great job in there. He competes like crazy. He's dealt with now, if you think of the last 2 games, very different attacking players. Deshaun Brown, one forward up there by himself with probably one of the fastest guys in our league, and then to now deal with Wright Phillips and Henry, who does a lot of drifting, and he's tough to track. He's stood up and passed the test. I would have liked to have been a little closer on the goal at the top of the box, but we'll look at the film on that one, and I'll be critical in a constructive way on that one. But as a center back, I really think highly of that position, and he stepped up and did a great job. Maurice Adu needs credit too. He played a great game and helped Ethan a lot too, talking, communicating, organizing. Those 2 were very solid for us tonight.
Do you plan on having Vincent go a full 90, and now that he did, is he 100% back in your eyes?
Yeah, we talked at halftime. I said, "How's it feel?" He said, "I think I can." I said, "As of right now, I think I can finish." With losing Maidana and burning the Fred sub, it made it a real risk because I didn't really have a central guy on the bench. I could have maybe juggled a Fabinho out there, and but there would have been a lot of moving parts to that. So happy he was able to go the 90. You could see I think one of the last plays of the game, he was tired though. When Henry picked up the ball, it was like, oh no, I got to run another 60 yards. But yeah, he played great. You can see the calming presence he has out there. When the ball's played into him, everyone can kind of catch their breath because he's not losing it. That helps. Fred did a good job at that too. But those little breaks when you work your butt off for a minute and a half while they have the ball, you finally win it, and you play that first pass to Vincent. It's like all right, we can kind of catch our breath. He's going to keep it. He's going to maybe even lead to a goal-scoring opportunity. So I don't have to talk about him. He's a special player. I think everybody knows his quality. Around the league, everyone talks that he's a top midfielder. So, yeah, he's did a great job tonight. And to go 90 right off the bat, though, like you said, it's impressive. Good. All right.